I thought you could see like questions and stuff, no?
I thought you could too. Here, there's maybe comments.
Oh yeah. Nope.
Dang it, I can write a comment. Wow.
Video swipe left to reveal comments. There we go. Video swipe left. Wait.
There they are. There they are. Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. Sorry for the delay in getting started.
Oh, there it says how many people are here.
There they are. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're here at rehearsal. I have a bunch of your questions that I've written down on sticky notes from Instagram. So
we're very sweaty, so
it's been
it's been a day.
It's been a day. We started. We started.
Oh, no volume. Someone says.
Oh, dang it!
Can y'all hear us?
Dang it!
If you can you guys hear us? Let me know in the comments.
If you can hear us, please let me know. But I will keep talking. You let me know if they can hear us. But yeah, we've now been rehearsing for like 5 hours.
Hold this, I'll be able to.
And that's actually a great question. Someone was asking how many hours we rehearse a day, and we rehearse about 4 hours, probably at least every day.
We've been doing 6 this week.
But this week, so we got started late this week because I needed to go to Arizona. I hadn't seen my baby nieces yet. My sister Brooke, many of you guys know Brooke, she had twin baby girls, and so I had to go to Arizona to see them. So we started yesterday. We're behind, so we've been practicing 6 hours a day. Oh, Mark's gonna tune in.
Wait, so here we go. Let's see if we can hear you.
Go to Arizona.
Yeah, we can totally hear you.
You can hear us loud and clear. Okay, so I've written down a bunch of your questions. Someone says, what is our favorite thing about working together? I will go first. I will say my favorite thing about working with Mark is I like that he pushes me, and he's really good at he's really good at making me laugh. Mark makes everybody laugh, and he keeps things light, and I'm the type of person, I'm very I can sometimes get really intense and I can be very hard on myself, and so I appreciate that Mark makes me laugh all the time.
Ain't got time for that.
Nobody
got time for that.
Nobody got time for that. Okay, now you brag about me. What's your favorite thing about working with me?
Let me think. No, my favorite thing about Lindsay is that she works extremely hard. I don't think I've ever known anyone else working hard. I mean, I've had some hard-working partners, but you work really hard. Like, I have to remind her to take breaks. We have to remind to feed ourselves and drink water, and she's also just down for the ride, which if you're gonna partner with me, you got to be down, because I like to do things differently and kind of come up with new ways of doing stuff. And the fact that I can be like, hey, let's do this week, she's like, I'm into it. Or she'll be like, why don't we do this? And I'm like, I like it. So it's very collaborative. It's a lot of fun.
Actually, I changed my answer. That's my favorite thing. Mark is so creative, and I love that, because I usually think of myself as like kind of outside the box and really creative, but this guy is on another level. Okay, what's your favorite Disney movie?
Oh man, favorite Disney movie is...
I'll just say my favorite classic is Aladdin, and then more recently, I love Emperor's New Groove.
Little Mermaid is bomb.
Oh, Little Mermaid's good.
I love Sebastian and Ursula.
Ursula.
Whatever. I like when she goes, body language. It's my favorite part. I also like, God, there's so many.
Disney Week is coming up, by the way. Hopefully we're
Pinocchio
still
is
there.
a good one too. Alice in Wonderland is my favorite.
Oh, that one's great.
Yeah, that's good. Super trippy.
Yeah, I love the artwork in that one. Okay, are the outfits comfortable that we dance in?
Most of the time. I mean, every now and again you'll get one that's like maybe a little heavy or a little toit, like a toiga. But
I will say on the female side, sometimes they tape you into the costume. You pray that the tape is in a good spot.
Yeah, yeah, you were having issues with the tape.
I was like stretching. I'm like, tape. Anyways, but I would say they're pretty comfortable. The shoes, I'm getting used to them.
The shoes are not comfortable for anybody, even for the men. For the dudes. The men's shoes are they're hideous. Yeah.
What is your favorite costume we've had so far?
Oh man.
I mean,
Butterfly was pretty awesome.
Butterfly, that was.
But we're just getting going, so stay tuned. There's gonna be some cool ones.
Someone was asking what dance, first of all, are you most excited about for us this season? Because one thing, Mark and I have looked ahead, and we've got a lot of really fun ideas. And so I'm not going to tell you what our ideas are, because that's be a surprise.
As far as creative goes, Like the tango's gonna be cool.
That's what I'm the most excited about. Is the
rumba's
tango, and I'm really excited about the rumba and the samba.
Samba's gonna be right.
Samba's gonna be awesome. So those are probably the three I'm the most excited about, just in terms of our ideas. And then, what's your favorite style to choreograph to?
It varies. Honestly, for me, it's all in song selection. Like as long as I'm like in love with the song and I feel the song and I feel inspired by the music and I want to move to it, then I kind of, wherever I am at that particular moment in time, I'm kind of down to, you know.
But when you were competing, what was your favorite? Maybe what was your best style?
I loved doing the jive when I was competing. Jiving and paso doble. Those were fun.
Paso.
Yeah, I was good at paso.
I'm also excited for our paso.
Yeah, I mean that's also what started me in like music and dancing and performing was flamenco guitar, because my dad was a flamenco guitar player and my grandma played the castanets.
Ooh.
She was a badass, like a badass. So yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you guys probably know this because I've posted quite a bit about it on my Instagram and stuff. But Mark is an insane guitar player, an insane musician, which is one of the other reasons I really like working with Mark. Is he works like a musician and he talks to me in musical terms, and all the choreography is very like on the accents and offbeat, so that makes sense to my body because it's musical. So anyways, Mark is an insane musician. You got to check out their band, Alexander Jean. Follow shout out follow them on Instagram, and yeah, they're starting to do really cool stuff, and
some cool stuff coming up.
Okay. Lindsay, are you going to incorporate some of what you're learning into your shows?
You absolutely should.
100%. That's one of the reasons I was so excited. One of the many reasons I was excited about doing this show is because I've always wanted to actually learn to dance. I mean, I've kind of taught myself, and I can twirl around, I can jump, but this is going to, I think, make me a much better performer. Someone asked a good question.
Kathy Plouffe said, that hair though. Hey, let me live, Kathy. Let me live.
Well, I know. Maybe she's talking about mine.
It's sweaty and hot in here.
Look at this. Look at this.
I have curly hair.
I love it. I feel like in all of the little videos that play before our dances, both of us always have this like insane hair. We like big hair. What can we say? Heavy featured dance ideas. We already did that one. What has been the hardest dance so far for us, do you think? Like, I guess as a teacher, what's been the hardest one that you've noticed for me to pick up?
I don't know if it's a particular style, but there's things that you need to improve on, like what we're doing with our spins and our hands and loosening our shoulders. I kind of apply in all of them, but I wouldn't say there's a certain style that you haven't been able to get a grip of yet. I think you've done really well. So. One
thing that I'm struggling with is on stage when I perform. Oh, someone also asked, Lindsay, do you feel like I have a advantage in the competition because I, move while I play the violin? And I would say it's kind of a double-edged sword. Yes, I'm used to moving, and but I also say it's also hard because I have really bad habits. Like when I dance with the violin, I put my chin down and I twirl looking down, and on top of that, I take really big steps. So Mark's always telling me, please, make your steps small. He's chasing me around the dance floor. So it's a double-edged sword. You want to go over there real quick? Or
No, I'm gonna.
Okay.
We'll finish up.
You can think about this one for a bit, and if you don't have one come to mind, do you have like a really awkward or embarrassing moment from past seasons that they were wondering? You can think on that.
I can think of a few.
And you'd like to share? That's okay if the answer is no. He doesn't want to throw anybody under the bus, including me.
No, there's been times for me, like there was one time I made a mistake in the routine. There's a couple of things. Yeah, there's a few. We'll come back to that.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's see. Someone was asking me if this is a similar experience to America's Got Talent, and no, nothing like the experience on America's Got Talent. This has been just fun. We're all treated really well. I mean, of course, I get nervous and I'm excited and there's a lot of pressure, but it's just in a completely different environment. It's a family on this show, and I love it. Okay, someone was asking about our guilty pleasure song and theme. Do you want to?
So, Lindsay's guilty pleasure song is "Wake Me Up Before You Go Go" by Wham. Make it big. And her other guilty pleasure is staying in her pajamas all day.
You guys know this about me.
So
I love.
Those are going to be kind of your hints towards what we're doing.
It is so cute. We just made it through the routine for the first time ever. Right before, that's why I was a little bit late. Sorry, I kept messing up. But he's like, you want to start your live stream? You got to get it right. So, anyways, I got it right.
You did.
I did. I think we crushed it. It's gonna be so cute.
I think we were hit.
Let's see. Someone was asking me, will there be a collab with Alexander Jean? And
maybe so.
Stay tuned.
Maybe there will be. Working on that.
Okay, Mark, what's your favorite thing about performing?
I just love the audience. I love the crowd. I love that feeling of performing for people and the electricity that is in the room, like when everyone's kind of all on the same page and sucked into what's happening. There's no other feeling like it. It's really fun, it's magnetic, and there's nothing more gratifying than seeing people being thoroughly entertained. So whether it's on this show, playing with the band, or doing theater, I just love looking out into the audience and seeing people just be like into it. So that's my favorite part.
I love that. And someone was asking about our expressions. They say we have the best expressions, and like, where does that come from?
I always say that my facial expressions are kind of like, that's what my heart's face looks like. Because I don't plan them, I don't choreograph them, I don't intend to do any kind of certain specific facial expression. It just comes out what comes out. So
that's so awesome.
You know,
I have to say, I do have to kind of think about it a little bit because I'm so nervous. And so I premeditate, like I want to smile, I want to make sure I smile at this moment. And then it's awesome because once the performance hit, the smile becomes really magical and genuine, because when we're out there, I mean, I am having the time of my life on that dance floor, and it is electrifying. Trying to find the right, okay, how am I balancing prepping for tour along with being on the show? And I have to say, I'm not alone in this. Mark has a million things going on right now as well. And so, yeah, I'm juggling prepping for the tour. We rehearse 4 to 5 hours a day here, and then sometimes I go to tour rehearsals with my own girls and dancers, or I'm on calls planning the tour, and it's a lot. But I really wanted to do the show, so I was willing to do anything to make it happen. And Mark, tell them a bit about what you're doing.
Just a load of bits. Like we're trying to get. We're building a home studio. We've got some audition stuff that's kind of looming, and some other musical stuff that's going on. But this is priority. We're spending most of our time here, making sure the dances are clean, they're high impact, they're entertaining, and just keeping it moving.
Let's see. How old were you when you started dancing?
I started doing theater, which was acting, singing, and dancing when I was 4. I started playing classical guitar when I was 9, and then I got into like ballroom dancing when I was like 11 or 12 because my parents did it, and it was a really good way to meet girls.
Oh, smart man.
Smart man.
Smart man. Seriously. Take a note from Mark.
Take a note.
Balance all the
When people are like, were you ever bullied about ballroom dancing? I'm like, why would I be bullied about ballroom dancing? Like, well, you're dancing. It's like, well, I'm with all the chicks.
All the hot chicks.
Go in your tights and play football. I'll be with all the girls.
Let's see. What is my favorite part about being on the show? Honestly, it's
costumes.
It's the whole experience. I know that sounds lame to say, but it's like I'm loving the learning. I love coming to practice every day, and learning this is really exciting for me. It's like I said, it's something I've always wanted to do, to learn to dance. And then on top of that, like for example, on Latin night, as we were doing the dress rehearsal and we were running the show, I just looked over at Mark and I was like, this is so fun. I'm in this beautiful dress, like, we're here, we're about to perform in front of this huge audience, like. It's magical. I sometimes can't believe that I'm actually here and that this is happening, and like I look at it as every week literally is kind of a gift. It's such a special experience. So the whole thing. Someone said my legs are insane. Thank you. Just had to throw that in there, a little shout out from you. I should have written down your name, but thank you for saying my legs are insane. I will say they have a little bit of help. It takes an army to get ready, so if you're looking at the show and thinking, oh, they look so good and all the girls look so pretty, it literally takes like 5 hours to get us ready. We do Yeah, we have to get there at like 7:30 in the morning, and we get like our hair done, our makeup done, our entire body painted with full body makeup, and then like shimmer. So, you know, there's a lot that goes into making those legs look good, let me just tell ya. So ladies out there, you could all do the same, you could all look just as good with 5 hours of professionals working on you. Has being a musician helped on the show?
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely helps you with musicality and timing and understanding, you know, time signature and rhythm and polyrhythm and syncopation and yada, yada, yada. Absolutely.
I would say 100%.
Yeah.
I would think this would be way harder, like, aside from, like, never dancing before, I think if you at least understand rhythms, I think.
But I think to understand, you're born with that.
That's true.
You can't teach someone to understand rhythm or hear the beat. That's something you're born with, so.
Yeah.
Luckily, you're born with that.
Oh, maybe she's born with it. Okay, well, I think that's a good amount of questions. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We are still on the clock. We still have a bit of rehearsal to go, so.
We'll do more of these as we go on.
Yeah.
Thank you for the love. Thank you for the votes.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll see you all soon.